Okay, good morning, students. Sorry for the delay due to some technical glitch. I'm not able to share my screen. Is it visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, thank you. So, in our last lecture, we have seen the data independency three-level architecture of DBMS and CSPARC. What are the three levels? Type your answer into a chat, or you can unmute yourself. What are the three levels? Good morning, students. Yes, I got one answer. External level, conceptual level, or internal level. What are the another name of these three level? Can anyone? Physical level, logical level, view level. Okay, good. Physical level, logical level, and view level. These all are the another name. Now my uh, question I am going to revise because uh, today we are going to cover the overall architecture of the database management system. So it is based on this three level architecture. So first of all, we have to recall all these concepts: physical level, conceptual level, and external level. Right? So in a physical level, it means it's all about the storage. Right? Conceptual level, it means it is all about the structure, concept, logic, and external views and users. So after that, we have seen types of users, right? So can anyone tell me types of user one by one? Okay. Online students, type your answer into a chat. Types
Yes,
of
sir. Can I?
yes, Vaibhav.
Yes, sir. One of is application programmer.
Okay.
Second one is specialized users. And third one is database administration.
Okay.
Then fourth one is nav user. Like second name is end users.
Okay.
And the fifth one is software.
Okay. Fine. Good. Good, Vaibhav. Yes. Okay. Fine. Okay, fine. These all are the users. Uh, Developer is the user, but in a technical language, it is known as the application programmer. Appropriate word is application programmer. Developer is right, but we have to write the appropriate name. So application programmer, specialized user, DBA, nav users, that means end users and sophisticated user. Then after we have seen the role of DBA, schema definition, storage structure and access method, license with the users, monitoring performance, granting authorization to particular users, then define security and integrity constraints, right? Backup and recovery. All these are the role of DBA. DBA, who is DBA? It is a one type of user. So all these are user. Now let's see overall database architecture and its components. Overall architecture is divided into four components. First is the users, second query processor, third storage manager, and fourth is the disk storage. Fourth is the disk storage. So first one, users. What are the users of DBMS? Just before 2 minutes you said me, right? These all are the users. So एक component आपका खत्म हो गया. So by this way, if you remember previous topic, it will be easy to learn next topic. So these all are in a sync. So that's why I insist be present mentally in every lecture. So आपको घर पे जाके और एग्जाम पे टाइम पे सिर्फ रिकॉल ही करना पड़ेगा. नो नीड टू रिमेम्बर एवरीथिंग एंड इट इज वेरी इजी. Let's see overall architecture and components of database. First, nav users, application programmers, sophisticated users, database administrators. What is this? These all are users. and this users comes under which level? External level or view level, right? So now compare, imaginate or correlate ANSI Spark 3-level architecture with this architecture. As I told you, this overall architecture is the zoomed version of ANSI Spark. So zoomed version, it means there were 3 level. तो यहाँ पे 3 ही लेवल हो गया, लेकिन 3 लेवल डिटेल में होंगे. सो फर्स्ट लेवल एक्सटर्नल लेवल, सेकंड conceptual level, and third one is the physical level. So first level we are talking right now, that is the external level. It means end users views. So end users, end user it means we. So types of users आ सकते हैं उसमें. So types of users यहाँ पे. Now already we have seen the role of users. User किसको कहते हैं? Types of users में डिटेल में देखा हमने. So nav user it means end users which use the applications. See the next point. Nav user uses application interfaces. It means by using some application, nav user use the databases. तो ये कौन से लेवल पे आएगा ये सब कुछ? एक्सटर्नल लेवल पे, राइट? नाउ एप्लीकेशन प्रोग्रामर. What is the role of application programmer? Can anyone tell me? एप्लीकेशन प्रोग्रामर क्या करेगा? तो इससे क्या होगा? देखो, आपको जिन लोगों को पता है उन लोगों को ऐसा लगेगा कि सर इज डूइंग टाइम पास, बट दोज हु आर एब्सेंट एंड दोज हु आर मिसिंग दिस थिंग, एंड फॉर फ्यू स्टूडेंट इट इज रिवीजन, क्योंकि ये टाइप्स ऑफ यूजर्स ही है. सो अगर अभी आप आंसर नहीं दे रहे हो, उसका मतलब क्या हुआ? यू नीड मोर प्रैक्टिस, you need more revision, but it is not possible every time. Right now we are continuing with the overall architecture. Overall architecture में ही previous topic आ रहा है, इसलिए revision हो रहा है. If you have any doubt, then definitely I am going to resolve your doubt. But आप answer नहीं दे रहे हो, it means दो ही possibility. You are knowing everything 100%, और you are knowing 0%. Right? Application programmer क्या करेगा? फर्स्ट लेक्चर से શું કરે એપ્લિકેશન પ્રોગ્રામ? ઓફલાઈન ફર્સ્ટ, ઓનલાઈન તો ભરસ ને. હા તો બોલો, ઓનલાઈનમાં ભણાવ્યું જ છે. ઓનલાઈનમાં ખાલી યસ. અંકુર, વિરાલ, તીર્થ. I got the 3 answer for this question. Application programmer. Right, correct. Develops the application. Let's see. Application programmer develop or writes application program. Simple यार. Programmer का मतलब programmer का काम ही क्या है? Write the programs. Now sophisticated user uses some query tools. Sophisticated user uses some query tools and get the data. DBA uses DBA has overall control on all operations. So we can say DBA uses some administrator tool. Administrator has a full power. So we can write general word for that, administration tools. So this all under external level we can say that. So हमारा first level हो गया. अब हम query processor, second component of the overall architecture, और उसमें क्या होगा? Okay, as you know, what is compiler, what is interpreter? Why we require a compiler? Can anyone? Why we require compiler? Okay, right. What's your name? Yagnesh. Yes, Yagnesh is right. Compiler converts our high level program into a low level program or machine level program that machine can understand. Yes, it right. Convert programs in a computer level computer language, that is the machine level language, right? So same here. User don't know machine level language, so we need some platform to convert that thing. So in this picture, in query processor, someone raised the hand. Yes, Ankur.
सर ये जो सोफिस्टिकेटेड यूजर है वो मीन्स करेंगे क्या, मीन्स ये क्वेरी टूल्स है
एनालिस्ट,
मीन्स?
एनालिस्ट,
ओके सर।
analyst. So, similar way, whatever query we are firing, it will be converted into some machine level language, and then we can get the data. जैसे कंपाइलर में पूरा कोड हम लिखते हैं, मशीन में कंपाइलर कन्वर्ट करेगा, फिर आउटपुट मशीन में ही आएगा, मशीन लेवल लैंग्वेज में से आउटपुट को कन्वर्ट करके हमें देगा. So similar way, user types that query, it will be processed, and then we can get the data. So that is the query processor. So query processor deals with the execution of DDL and DML statements. So what is DDL and DML statements? Data definition language and data manipulation language, or commands for the DDL and DML: create, delete, drop, insert, update. These all are the commands for this. So actually, it will execute entire query processor. Processor, it means it will process something. So right now we are talking about the query. So it will process that query into a DDL and DML statements. Next, application interface to application program object code. As you know, .c compiler will create the object code. Similar way, your application program will create the object code, compiler and linker to compile and link the programs, query tools by then DML queries, डेटा मैनिपुलेशन लैंग्वेज क्वेरीज. ये सब क्वेरीज आएगी, कंपाइलर से वो लिंक होगी, ऑब्जेक्ट कोड एंड डीएमएल क्वेरीज, इट विल बी लिंक्ड विथ ऑब्जेक्ट कोड ऑल्सो. देन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर टूल DDL interpreter. As you know, interpreter, line by line it converts the thing. So DDL interpreter statement into a set of tables containing the metadata. Metadata, it means data about the data. Already we have discussed all this terminology. Metadata, it means data about the data, right? So this DML queries will be compiled and organized in a such a way so we can get the optimized output. Optimized, it means optimal, or optimized, it means suppose we have a 10 option, out of the 10 option we will select the best option, that is the optimized, right? So it translates DML statements into a low-level instruction that the query evaluation engine understands. So query evaluation engine last में आएगा, तो वो क्या करेगा? Whatever query we have inserted, it will be evaluated, and after evaluation, it will fetch that data. It will fetch the data from the storage. So नीचे storage manager आ गया. Storage manager, it provides interface between the low level data stored and application program or queries. So उसके अंदर भी कुछ manager होंगे. Transaction manager. So in unit number 5, it contains all about transaction. So transaction manager will manage all the activities related to transaction. Here it is written, it preserves atomicity and controls concurrency. As you know, atomicity, we have already seen in a advantage or disadvantage of FPS. What is atomicity? Can anyone? मैंने बोला था याद रखना है ये atomicity. In a unit number 5, it will, our first question, what is acid property? A stands for atomicity. Yes, anyone? Atomicity, integrity of DB, no, if it's a wrong answer, but we'll try. Everyone, give your inputs into a chat. Transaction of data, that is incorrect. Okay, I think I have to motivate all of you because only 4 to 5 students are actively participating in any activity. Okay, correct answer is 0% or 100%. Atomicity means either perform 100% transaction or 0% transaction, that is atomicity. We have seen the example of ATM transaction. Clear? Okay. Before going into next point, let me motivate you. See, guys, in a third semester, DBMS subject, that is very important subject. If you do not remember any basic fundamentals, then you cannot move further. नेक्स्ट में कुछ ऐसे भी चैप्टर है जो इंडिपेंडेंट है और इजीली आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट ओनली पासिंग दिस सब्जेक्ट. पासिंग तो डेफिनेटली मैं आपको कर दूंगा, ये इतने इतने क्वेश्चन कर लो, इतने इतने आईएमपी कर लो, ऑल विल पास. बट दिस इज नॉट about passing. We need to score. Okay, why I am focusing on score? Tell me, do you want job? Do you want placement? Yes or no? Do you want job or do you want placement? Yes or no? Everyone. Good morning, students. Okay, everyone saying is yes. Fine, good. तो फिर बच्चा लोग, आप लोग आंसर क्यों नहीं दे रहे हो? If you are not understanding, please let me know. If you are hesitating, then पर्सनली आप बोल सकते हो कि सर आई डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड दिस वन. और पहली बात तो अभी इंट्रोडक्शन पे ही है हम, इसमें कुछ ना समझ में आए ऐसी कोई बात ही नहीं है. एवरीथिंग इज नॉन टू यू, आपके आसपास ही था, लेकिन उसको टेक्निकली डीबीएमएस के टर्म्स में, टर्मिनोलॉजी में क्या बोलते हैं वो मुझे आपको बोलना था, वो हम कंसिडर कर लिए. ओके, I have a 2 point. First, as I told, job and placement. So, whenever you are going for any interview, they will ask questions not only from final year subjects, right? As you are in the third semester, maybe some of you are aware with this one and some of you are not aware with this point. So they will not ask any question, not all questions from last year. They will ask any question from engineering, and engineering contains 4 years. Maybe they will not ask from the first year, because in the first year you are having all types of subject from all different disciplines. So maybe they may ask from the C, database, DBMS. It means core subjects. So it should be strong. तो आपके कोर सब्जेक्ट है, कंसेप्ट है, लॉजिक्स है, ये सब स्ट्रॉन्ग होना चाहिए, एटलीस्ट फंडामेंटल. बिकॉज they will not say in an interview or in any written exam, develop this application within 30 minutes. They will ask the fundamentals. Based on your fundamental, there are some rounds in different companies. First round written, second maybe coding like a hackathon or something else. I'm talking about a particular company. In some other company, there were only 2 to 3 rounds: written test, PI, GD, personal interview, and group discussion. Like this, sequence may be varied. So whenever you are going for an interview and placement, they will ask all the subjects and all the fundamentals. And fundamentals, okay. During engineering, how many subjects, approximately how many subjects you are going to learn? How many? Can anyone? 30 to 40. more than 40. In each semester, consider average 5 subject. How many semester you have? 8 into 5, 40. I am saying minimum 40 subject. अभी आप कितने लेक्चर हुए DBMS के? 3 लेक्चर का भी याद नहीं है तो समझो 40 सब्जेक्ट का कितना याद रहेगा? इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. लेकिन हमें 40 सब्जेक्ट्स याद नहीं रखने हैं. वी हैव टू रिमेंबर विच आर आवर कोर सब्जेक्ट्स. यस, दूसरे कुछ ऐसे सब्जेक्ट है उसके फंडामेंटल्स जरूरी है, बट लाइक DBMS, डेटा स्ट्रक्चर, any programming language, all this concept you should remember. फिर बाद में आप 7th और 8th सेमेस्टर में आके बोलेंगे सर ने तो कुछ बोला ही नहीं था, इसलिए हमने सिर्फ स्कोर पास कर लिया सब्जेक्ट, अब क्लासेस करने हैं, या ये हमारा वीक हो गया. तो उससे अच्छा बेटर है राइट नाउ यू कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन एवरी सब्जेक्ट विच विल यूज इन अ फ्यूचर. ठीक है. I'm not saying कि you remember arc of engineering drawing and like this circuit of electrical, क्योंकि आपको वो सर्किट नहीं बनानी है. But and as I told you, DBMS database will remain with you forever. Lifelong learning हो गया ये, क्योंकि whenever you are going for project development, either in live or local, you require tables, right? And already you have said me these all are the application of DBMS. तो आपने बोला था कि एक BSc प्लेस नहीं है कि जहाँ पे डेटाबेस यूज नहीं होता. इट मीन्स आपको डेटाबेस तो कंपलसरी सीखना पड़ेगा ना. तो मैं अभी ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि आप ओवरऑल आर्किटेक्चर में सब कुछ रट्टा मार लो, याद ही रख लो, लेकिन एटॉमिसिटी, फिर कुछ ऐसे क्वेश्चन है DML, DDL कमांड्स, दिस ऑल विल रिपीट so many times, so you should remember all these things. Clear? Right? If you are thinking to become an entrepreneur means business, खुद का कुछ स्टार्ट करना सोच रहे हो, then it's fine. अगर आपको जॉब नहीं लेनी है तो फाइन, लेकिन उसके लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? सब्जेक्ट क्लियर करना पड़ेगा. और दूसरी चीज, फर्स्ट पॉइंट डिस्कस हो गया, दूसरा पॉइंट क्लियर सब हो जाएंगे. दैट इज माय गारंटी. इफ यू फॉलो माय इंस्ट्रक्शन यू विल पास दिस सब्जेक्ट. बट नाउ आई एम इंसिस्ट गेट गुड स्कोर इन पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट विच आर इजी. स्कोर से क्या होगा? आप बोलेंगे सर A ग्रेड लेके हम क्या करेंगे? अभी आपको उसकी वैल्यू नहीं पता चलेगी. A ग्रेड ले लो, A+ ग्रेड ले लो, जो भी ग्रेड ले लो, स्कोर अच्छा हुआ तो सब सेमेस्टर के स्कोर मिला के SPI, CPI, CGPA लास्ट में आपका इंक्रीज होगा. एंड कंपनी एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया विल बी ऑन CGPA, CPI, SPI. अगर आपका वो नहीं होगा तो आप एलिजिबल तो होंगे ही नहीं. पहले राउंड नहीं, बिफोर फर्स्ट राउंड यू विल बी एलिमिनेटेड, राइट? तो जो प्लेसमेंट सबके लिए स्कोर जरूरी है. सो राइट नाउ यू आर जस्ट एंटर्ड इन द 3rd सेमेस्टर, सो यू हैव इनफ टाइम. कुछ स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं हमारे पास, आई एम इन दिस फील्ड एंड इन मारवाड़ी फ्रॉम 2013, almost 8 years I have completed in this institute. So some students are coming to me in 7th semester, sir इतने SPI हो गए, इस कंपनी, ये अच्छी कंपनी, इसका पैकेज more than 5 है, लेकिन आई एम नॉट एलिजिबल ड्यू टू सम बैकलॉग. क्योंकि कंपनी के रिक्वायरमेंट भी होती है, नो करंट बैकलॉग, नो प्रीवियस बैकलॉग. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन कंपनी, कौन सी कंपनी आती है उसके ऊपर है, पैकेज क्या है उसका. तो उस टाइम पे उसको रियलाइज हो रहा है कि जो 3rd 4th सेमेस्टर में फैकल्टी ने बोला था वो किया होगा तो आज ये एलिजिबल हो जाए. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू राइट नाउ, आई एम वेस्टिंग माय 5 मिनट्स फॉर यू, फॉर योर फ्यूचर. तो बाद में आपको ऐसा नहीं लगे कि किसी ने हमें गाइड नहीं किया था. नाउ इट डिपेंड्स ऑन यू. इफ यू वांट टू डू देन डू इट. Okay, fine. Next, authorization and the integrity manager will check the authentication, whether this person is authorized or not to access our database. Integrity constraints, integrity manager will check the integrity constraints, whether that entered data is valid or not. So आप जनरल लैंग्वेज में वैलिडेशन बोल रहे हैं, प्रोजेक्ट में भी आप वैलिडेशन ही बोलेंगे, ठीक है. So checks the authority of users to access data and integrity constraints. Next, file manager. File manager manages the allocation and reallocation of space onto the disk, right? Buffer manager, generally everything stored in a buffer first and then it will be stored in a secondary storage. So buffer manager will store everything and then last disk storage. Now disk storage, till now we have aware with only physical storage disk, but उसके अंदर भी storage की techniques है. Data structure में आप देखेंगे linear and non-linear data structure and all this thing. Now data dictionary, as I told you, data dictionary it means to store the metadata. Metadata it means data about the data. So data about data it means जो हम टेबल फाइल में सॉरी एक्सेल शीट में टेबल्स बोलते हैं, ये कॉलम ये रोज, that is data about data. Next, indices. Indices it means okay, चलो मैं आपको एक इजी वे समझा रहा हूँ अभी. राइट नाउ आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग हाउ टू अंडरस्टैंड एनी डिफिकल्ट वर्ड, वेदर इट इज related or not. First we need to understand the meaning of that word. Indices. Indices is in English what will be the plural? एकवचन. गुजराती में तो एकवचन. Indices में શું થાય? Index, right? Index. Now you tell me what do you mean by index? Index, do you know index? Do you know index? Online students, what do you mean by index? Index से क्या होगा? Why we require
किसी की वैल्यू पता चल सकती है.
Okay. If you give the non-technical example, then it's fine. Index से location, measurement. Measurement कैसे थी? How measurement from the index? Ranjay Kumar location, so that will be related. Yes, in starting of book, that is fine. Viral location, we can correlate. Basic information, we cannot say that basic information. Yes, let me continue with this answer. Viral, starting of book. In every book you are having an index. Why you are using that index? Index क्यों आप use कर रहे हो? To search something in a faster manner. Otherwise you have to turn one page, second page, third page. कहाँ पे 100 पेज के आप 100 पेज पे आपका डेटा है, कोई टॉपिक है तो 100 पेज आपको टर्न करने पड़ेंगे. Instead of that, find out that word into index and you will find the page number and directly go to that page number. So you can access that data in a faster manner. So in data structure you are going to learn these indices. Yes, to know the position of the content, to know the location, like a get log, to search, all these answers are correct, right? Indices का मतलब यही हुआ, to provide faster access to data items. तो आप बोलेंगे सर डेटाबेस में कैसे हुआ फास्टर? So each and every row is associated with one index. So right now we are not able to understand that thing because in every table we are inserting only maximum 5 or 10 rows. So 10 rows में तो हम easily पता कर पाएंगे ना. Suppose आपके क्लास में right now I am having a 5 students in front of me, so I can easily identify the location of these students. But अगर मैं किसी को बोलूँ कि put your mobile phone inside your pocket, तो वो समझ जाएगा कि मुझे ही बोला. लेकिन in front of me, if I have a 100 students, then I have to pick particular location, first column, third row, put your mobile phone in your bag or pocket. So this way I can instruct in a faster manner. Similar way, बुक में आपको कुछ डेटा फाइंड करना है तो फास्टर मैनर में इंडेक्स में, तो डेटाबेस में कैसे, अभी आपका डेटा एक क्लास का है तो क्लास में मैक्सिमम 100, तो मैक्सिमम 100 में भी कोई डेटा सपोज जैविक का नाम फाइंड करना है तो विद इन 10 मिनट्स फाइंड कर सकता हूँ, लेकिन सपोज एंटायर कॉलेज में से मुझे जैविक का नाम फाइंड करना है तो इट इज लिटिल बिट डिफिकल्ट एंड टाइम कंज्यूमिंग, ठीक है। तो उस टाइम पे इंडेक्सेस यूज होती है, ठीक है, फास्टर एक्सेस के लिए। डेटा जनरली as you know, data and information to store users data. So this is this storage statistical data. Statistical data, I gave one example is history of temperature. So we can say that statistically data from which we can get the information whether the global warming is increasing or decreasing. It means chart type data, that is known as the statistical data. So this is all about the overall architecture. Do you have any query? Data dictionary to store the metadata. Metadata, it means data about the data. Anything else? Yes, Kalpana. Okay, my mistake. Okay, fine. So this is overall architecture of DBMS. Here, that is the end of first unit. It is the end of first unit, right? So in a lecture session, we have already seen these commands: DBL, DML, DCL, TCL. So I'm not going to discuss right now, but let's recall quickly. DBL, it means to store some structure and this. So create, drop, alter, truncate, rename, these all are the DBL commands. After creating that commands, we are going to manipulate the data. So for manipulation, we are having a select, insert, update, delete, all these commands. Then control the data. For that, grant and revoke. By using grant, we can give the permission to particular users, and from revoke, we can टेक इट बैक। TCL ट्रांजेक्शन को कंट्रोल करने के लिए, सेव करने के लिए, कमिट, ट्रांजेक्शन फेल हो जाए तो रोल बैक, सेव पॉइंट, इट मींस चेक पॉइंट्स। इफ यू वांट टू क्रिएट द चेक पॉइंट्स, जैसे आप कोई भी गेम खेल रहे हो तो उसमें चेक पॉइंट्स आते हैं ना, तो दूसरी व्हेनेवर यू स्टार्ट दैट गेम अगेन इन अ नेक्स्ट डे, इट विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम दैट पॉइंट, इट इज नोन एज द चेक पॉइंट। एवरी टाइम इट विल नॉट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट, बिगिनिंग से स्टार्ट नहीं होता है। यहाँ पे आपका स्टॉप हुआ वहां से, अगर चेक पॉइंट से पहले आपकी एप्लीकेशन क्लोज हो जाती है तो वो कहाँ से स्टार्ट होगी, नियरेस्ट चेक पॉइंट से। ओके, सिमिलर these all are the very most important and FAQ questions. List and explain the advantage of DBMS, or another question, disadvantage of DBMS और disadvantage of FPS, जो भी है दोनों वाइस वर्सा ही है, ठीक है। Draw and explain 3-level architecture of DBMS. List and explain categories of database users. List and explain different tasks of DBA, it means role of DBA. Explain DBMS architecture with block diagram. Okay, whenever this question is asked, you need to first draw this block diagram and then you need to explain each and every component, because this question will be asked in 7 to 8 marks, right? तो यूजर्स कौन से, उसका डिस्क्रिप्शन, स्टोरेज मैनेजर, क्वेरी प्रोसेसर, सबका डिस्क्रिप्शन आपको लिखना है इन योर वर्ड्स। क्लियर? DDL, DML, दिस इज नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट क्वेश्चन। ओवरऑल आर्किटेक्चर में आपको इंक्लूड नहीं करना है, दैट इज द अनदर पॉइंट, राइट? नाउ दिस इज द एंड ऑफ unit. If you have any query, any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, I am going to check what you gain from this unit. Okay. Uh, Sir, when you share PPT of this unit, after ending of every unit, I will share this PPT in your e-content, right? After ending of that particular unit, I will share. Okay. Now, two questions to you. In the three-tier architecture, it means three-level architecture, intermediate layer between database and client server is classified as what? Functional server, transaction server, application server, or disk server. Type your answer into a chat. Okay, let me give you a brief of three-tier architecture. In a three-tier architecture, we have a three-layer: client, server, and in between one server, which is known as the application server. So answer of this question is application server. Okay, three-tier architecture discuss नहीं किया. One tier में everything will be in one PC. In a two-tier, client and server. Okay. In a two-tier, client and server. In three-tier, we are having a client, application server, and third one is the server. Our next question: the view of total database content is. View of total database content is A, B, C, or D. No need to write entire word. Just write the option A, B, C, D, whatever. Type in your answer into a chat. Read the question carefully. Read the question carefully. View of total database content is. व्यू आया उसका मतलब ये नहीं कि एक्सटर्नल लेवल बोल देना, व्यू लेवल बोल देना है. मे बी आंसर हो सकता है, लेकिन रीड द क्वेश्चन ट्वाइस एंड थ्राइस, अंडरस्टैंड दिस वन. व्यू ऑफ टोटल डेटाबेस कंटेंट इज. This question is little bit tricky. View of total database content. Total database content, its data type, structure, and everything. So that is the conceptual level. This is the conceptual level. Answer of this question is conceptual level. ખાલી વ્યૂ ખાલી વ્યૂ અત્યારે અહીંયા આખું લખેલું છે. વ્યૂ ઓફ ડેટાબેઝ કન્ટેન્ટ એટલે એ સ્ટ્રક્ચરની વાત કરે છે. That's why I told you that this question is little bit tricky. When I see this question first time, I mark this answer external level, but I was wrong. Okay, next question. The level of data abstraction which describes how the data is actually stored is A, conceptual level, B, physical level, C, file level, or D, none of this. Answer this question. Quickly. इसमें ज्यादा सोचना नहीं है. Okay, correct answer is physical level. Yes, right. Active storage. Next, collection of information stored in the database at a particular moment is known as A. Schema, B. Instance, C. View, or D. None of these. Write your answer for this question. वो लेके दे दो. Collection of information stored in the database at particular moment is instance. Right, correct answer is B. Now, logical structure of database is answer this question in future. Logical structure of database is yes. देखो आप लोगों को सब कुछ आता है. So from first minute, minimum all of you will get 7 marks. Minimum. Because as you know, instance, as you know, schema, roles of DBA, types of users, ANSI Spark 3-level architecture, working of that architecture, and overall architecture. So minimum I am saying 7 marks. Maximum you can get 12 or 13 marks. क्योंकि इसमें से इसका वेटेज approximately average 10 marks का from the first unit. And if you remember all the topics, तो इस टॉपिक्स में क्या फर्स्ट यूनिट में कौन से टॉपिक्स आए? ओवरऑल आर्किटेक्चर, 3-level आर्किटेक्चर, टाइप्स ऑफ यूजर्स, रोल ऑफ DBA, एडवांटेज एंड डिसएडवांटेज, इंस्टेंस एंड स्कीमा डेफिनेशन. दैट्स इट. 5 to 6 टॉपिक्स. इसमें भी दोनों आर्किटेक्चर सिमिलर ही है, राइट? सो बाय दिस वे यू कैन achieve the marks. So these all are the reference books. It is already said with you in e-content. I have already uploaded the syllabus, so you can get that thing from there. Thank you everyone. If you have any query, any doubt, you can ask. Okay, then after put your enrollment number, go check. जितनी अटेंडेंस में स्पीड आ रही है उतनी आंसर्स में रिस्पॉन्स में नहीं आ रही है.